Hey y'all, just me, nothing else. Sorry about the disappointed look on my face. I'm actually looking a little disappointed because I just made a really nice video and it was really informative about what I did with my hair, and I thanked everybody for all their comments, and I had all my products lined up. I did a tutorial on how I had dried my hair. It wasn't too long. I went to upload it and YouTube just said something went wrong, try again, and erased the whole thing. Sometimes things come against you and they want you to be disappointed and they want you to be upset and frustrated. But I'm not. I'm just not willing to do all that work again as far as the whole tutorial. I had done all kinds of stuff, so I'm sorry you guys are not going to get to see that again, but this is going to be a much shorter video. So I just wanted to make a video thanking everybody who left me messages on my help, I hate my hair video, because you guys' comments, it was greatly needed and greatly appreciated. I want you guys to know that I took everything that everybody said, any comment that was left to me on that video. I took it into consideration. I did my research. I put all the comments together, and this is what I have come up with, okay? Now, one thing that I did do is I went out, I got myself a microfiber towel. Well, it's not a towel, it's a turban. And I really like this thing because it's got this big portion for you to put on your head, and then you can twist it up and pull it over your head. And it's got a button and a loop, and you can literally put the loop through the button, and it stays securely on your head. It is lightweight, and it doesn't absorb as much water, in my opinion, as my t-shirt did. It literally seems to absorb less water out of my hair than the t-shirt. So in my opinion, I feel like some of that water is being left in my hair strands, and that's good. All the research I did on microfiber says that microfiber is really good because it's going to wick away 80% of the water out of the hair and leave 20% of the water in. For low porosity natural or low porosity curly, this is amazing. We need to get most of the water out of our hair, but we cannot remove all of it. That liquid is so important, but we need to make room in the hair strand for the liquid and for our conditioners, our creams. So kudos to microfiber. If you don't have microfiber, this was $8 at TJ Maxx. I just happened to run across it. From what I hear, you can use microfiber from the car section at Walmart, whatever. Microfiber is going to be one of your best friends. I swear by this now that I've used this. I'm very happy with this. It dried very fast. It has no mildewy smell. It's not going to get a mildewy smell like your t-shirts or like, your cotton towels do. I love this thing. If I can find another one, I'll have 2 or 3, and I'll, switch them out and use them at various times. I want one for traveling with, but I really, really like this. It's worth the money. Get one. It doesn't have to be a turban. It can be a towel. I just like my turban because I can just hook it in place and be free. And that's very important to me. All right. So method. I, of course, used hot water to co-wash my hair. I co-washed with my Herbal Essences Hello Hydration, which I'm trying to use up because I've decided I'm not going to use that product anymore because it does contain alcohol, and I'm trying to get away from products that contain alcohol. But I have found that a lot of products contain alcohol. Alright, so once I did that, I used about 2 handfuls, quarter-size amounts of leave-in conditioner. I used my Kinky Curly Not Today leave-in conditioner, but I did add some more water to that. I finally got that stuff to the consistency that I think it needs to be for my hair, and I'm very happy about it. It comes out creamy but liquidy. My hair drank it up like it was dying for thirst. My hair has never done that. It has never taken deep conditioner. I've never put deep conditioner in my hair and come back and not felt that my hair was greasy in some way. I think I was using deep conditioners that were way too creamy and they just weren't fitting into my cuticle. So by watering this down to a point where it's actually watery, I think I got much better results. Okay? Now after that, I applied the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie as my actual moisturizing cream. I really like that stuff, you guys. A little bit goes a long way, so I took a little bit, I put it on my hands. Of course, I rubbed it around, and I guess that's called emulsifying it because it stretches or stretching the product. When you heat it up, it tends to stretch, and so my hands, both of them, were completely covered in white. I mean, I put a dab in my hand, rubbed them together, and came back with both hands completely coated in product, which is fantastic. That container has lasted. I will continue to buy it for the price and for the way it works and for the way it stretches. It's an amazing product. But I took that and I just kind of dabbed it on my hair, and then I broke my hair into sections and I worked it through in sections. Now, what I was doing before with all my products is I was raking them through my hair with my fingers because of the TWA, and I really couldn't section my hair off and break it into sections to smooth. But now that it's getting a little bit longer, I can break it into sections, and I have a bit more patience with my hair now, so I'm giving myself more time to do it, and not making up excuses for why I can't do it the correct way. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. After I did that, I broke the hair into sections, and for my styler, I used my flaxseed gel that I made. Now, I used the flaxseed gel because it's going to give you a good stronghold, but without the crunch, and I like that. The omega-3 fatty acids are going to be moisturizing to the hair, and right now I'm really combating moisture, so I really wanted to get that moisture in there. Now, I'm not sure about sealing qualities, but once I open up my hair strands, I need to seal my hair. So I had the choice of going with the aloe vera gel or with the flaxseed gel. The aloe vera gel will definitely close my hair, my cuticles back up and keep that moisture that I just applied to my hair in there. But the flaxseed gel has moisturizing qualities. So I went with the flaxseed gel, hoping that the moisture would seep in, and then the oil, the natural oils that are in the gel would help to close that hair shaft behind it. So I hope that's what happened. Not sure, but I gave it a try. I love the results of my hair. It took me about 2 hours to finger coil, and I definitely ran into some issues. One of the issues I ran into is the coils kept on coming undone because I was just kind of curling. I mean, I was curling it tightly, but I wasn't really focusing on the root. And so what I found is it takes 2 hands to do a finger coil for me. I've got to grab my section and I've got to twist it. I mean, like twist it against my head. Hold it with my other finger, twist again. Hold it, twist again. And I got to twist about a good 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch out from my head tightly before I can actually start the coil itself and bring it down and put it into place. When I did that, the coil stayed. And I figured that out when I got to the top half of my head. I started doing the top half. I was like, oh my God, it looks so good. Let me look at the back. And I turned around and they had all come undone. So I had to readjust the way I did it. And so I think that that lengthened my time. But 2 hours is what it took. I know that sounds like a lot of time, but let me tell you, I think it was absolutely worth it to have controllable hair that I can wear out in the winter. Now, another thing that was told to me as far as keeping moisture in my hair and keeping up with my hair at night so that I don't have to do so much work with it to revitalize it in the morning was the greenhouse effect. And I had heard of the greenhouse effect, but I was using it for only my deep conditioning treatments because those were the only videos I had seen on it. Put in your deep conditioner, put it on your head, go to sleep, the greenhouse effect, rinse it out in the morning, style your hair as usual. But once it was mentioned to me, I started looking at some more videos. Please forgive me for rubbing in my eye, it's itching. Pretty much said that you can put on your moisturizer of choice, dampen your hair at night, and then put your plastic cap on your head to create the greenhouse effect. Now, I did mine a little bit different than other people did theirs. I did not use the silk scarf and tie that down and then put a bonnet on top of that or a hat. I didn't want it to get that hot. I mean, if it gets that hot, then it's just going to be soaking wet in the morning is the way I thought. I wanted to be damp and moisturized. So I just used a regular plastic cap. I put that on my head, and then I put on my regular satin bonnet that I normally sleep in. That creates enough heat for me. I sweat in my sleep. I sleep under a lot of covers. I am a big sweater. So I already know if the cap is on my head and I'm asleep, I'm a sweat. Okay? I don't have to have a cap on my head and I sweat at night. So I know with that cap I'm going to get a good greenhouse effect. When I woke up this morning, I didn't add anything to my hair, no water, no conditioner, no nothing. I just took that cap off and I went. You guys, my hair looks really great. It is shiny. It is nicely moisturized. I mean, look how shiny that is, you guys. I am so excited. Now, please forgive me if the curls look a little pickaninny. My hair is very short and there is shrinkage. But this is controlled looking. Even if it looks just a little bit pickaninny, it's completely controlled. I think it's adorable. I really think it's cute. It looks like teeny tiny Shirley Temple curls all over my head. Time consuming? Yes. Was it worth it? I absolutely feel like it was. This is something that I know I could make last for 5 days, if not more, as long as I keep up with it. I just keep on getting just a tad bit of moisture in there. What I'm doing is I've added the Kinky Curly Not Today to my spray bottle, and that's how I was able to get more water into the actual Not Today to put in my hair. So I have a really good watered down version of a deep conditioner, and of a leave-in conditioner, and then I've got leave-in conditioner in the water. So what I do is just spritz my hair lightly with that leave-in conditioner water mixture at night, and then I put the plastic bag on my head, put the satin cap on, and it was amazing when I woke up this morning. I can only imagine that the curls will start to loosen up a little bit over time. I don't think that they're going to stay this shrunken, but even if they do, I don't care. It looks great. In 2 months' time, I can only imagine what these finger coils will look like when I have a little bit of hang time. I can't wait till it grows long enough that I can do these finger coils and kind of swing it around. I think that the finger coils are going to be my go-to protective styling. For the time being, it definitely is. We'll see what happens when it gets longer. I think it's really cute on long hair. I watched quite a few videos last night before I did it, and I think it is an awesome look. I feel like it's a professional look. And then once I get tired of these finger coils, or they start to look a little bit old to me or whatever, I could probably go a day or two with a coil out and then do this all over again. So thank you guys for all of your advice, making sure that I'm using my style mix and my moisturizers, which I was. I just don't think I was doing it the right way. Now that I understand the LCO method as opposed to the lock method, I think that's really good for my hair. I think the greenhouse effect is absolutely necessary as a low porosity curly. I was doing all that work to get moisture in my hair, and somehow I just, like when it started to get dry, I couldn't get the moisture back in it without co-washing. This way I know that it's opening up, my strands are opening up every night. The moisture that I put in it is seeping into the hair. My hair has never looked healthier, and I am really excited. So I went from help, I hate my hair, to yay, I'm in love with my hair again. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any more comments or any more tips for me, please feel free to leave them. It doesn't matter what it is. If you think I'm doing something wrong, if you think I'm doing something right, whatever it is, I want your opinions, because you guys are the way that I'm learning, and I document what it is that I learned from you all and from my research. As a matter of fact, I'm taking a lot of what I'm learning, and I'm about to take a binder, and I'm going to start putting together what it is I learned about my hair so that I can go back and refer to it if something works, if something doesn't work, what products seem to work best in conjunction with other products. I'm about to make the Holy Bible of this one's hair for me. And you guys have really sparked that and encouraged that in me with all of your tips, all of your hints. I realize that everything that's told to me, I have to take into consideration. I have to try it. I have to adjust it. And I have to write it down somewhere and remember it, so that when write it down somewhere and keep it. So when I forget, I can go back and remind myself and go back to those healthy habits that you guys have suggested for me. So thanks once again. I'm smiling today. I'm all smiles. I'm having a great day. Yeah, buddy. See y'all later.